everybody. Hi. Um, welcome to the show and say hello. I see. Hi, Billy. How are you? Sean Dale, hello. We are going to be joined by Matty Tarot in a few minutes, and we'll be doing free readings tonight. So, everybody say hi. Let me know how it's going. Tonight, I'm going to do something different because I have a shoulder injury and it's hard to lift my hand. I'm going to be taking some fortune cards, some wisdom messages from the angels and ancestors, and also message from the Goddess Love Oracle deck. I just can't lift up I can't even type with this hand here. So it's going to be easier for me tonight to do that. I've never done that before. I've done some oracle readings in all these years, but and they're amazing. But I'm not going to be able to look at months for you and take a bunch of cards. I'm going to overdo my shoulder if I do that. I'm sending myself healing. If there's any healers there, you should raise your hand, because it's a wonderful gift to have and to give others. But I do self-healing, grabbing the energy and putting it in. So my range of motion for my shoulder and my arm is so much better. The pain is gone unless I try to lift that hand up. So I'm not going to be doing that tonight. Maddie will be here doing yes, no questions with the pendulum. So if you have a yes, no question, you can just say, I have a yes, no question, and then post what it is. And also he'll be, telling everybody what divination tools he's going to be using tonight. So that'll be always exciting. I love Matty Tarot. His readings are from the heart, from the other side, from experience. It's just wonderful. We always love his readings. Hi, Carlos. Thank you for sharing. Please share the show. So, what I want, nobody's done it yet, but the broadcast has that little thumbs up. Please give us a like, give us some love, whatever you'd like. But that helps us with the algorithm to get out there into the internet. So please go ahead. Thank you guys are doing it. And so we do need that. Plus, we're trying to build up Matty Tarot's YouTube subscriptions. So it's free to subscribe to his channel. So please go to Matty Tarot on YouTube and hit that subscribe button. We'd love for you to do psychic fixes on YouTube as well as Facebook. That'd be a lot of fun. So hi, Marianne. How are you? And Carlos said he's good. That's great. Oh, warming gel. Oh, okay. I'm pretty good with pain, and a lot of people know some of my healing stories because I've healed two people on their deathbed, by the way. But I love giving that energy to myself. So when I had gallbladder attack, I kept it completely under control. And after they took it out, they went to my sister and they said, what we took out of her, because it really was terrible, terribly infected. She showed no pain whatsoever. And we've never seen this. We're a gallbladder team. This is all we do. We've never seen anyone without any pain and have the worst gallbladder taken out of anyone we've ever done. And I thought, I wish they would have asked me, because I would say, it's healing, energy healing. I had no pain whatsoever. So right now, no pain. I have no pain. And it does take some time. So if you guys go on YouTube, I do have How I Heal, David Starlight, and I did a healing show. And we showed how we heal and everything. So do go see that. It's really great. Hi, Sylvie. How are you? So everybody's saying hello and all that. Let me go over in the description. We have all our disclaimer. We have to have that, our little rules and things like that. You need to be 18 or older to get a reading. No legal, no health, including pregnancy. Okay. We randomly select who we give a reading to. And if you don't get a reading this time, come back on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. Tell us in the comments, hey, I tried to get a reading. I've never had a reading. It's my birthday. Then we're going to sing to you, by the way. And let us know. Carlos says, oh, you can't send stars. I don't know why, but thank you for the thought. Stars on Facebook, you guys, are 1 penny for a star, 1 penny. And if you're ever, getting some information that you go, this is great, you can hit the star, and it's a penny. I sent someone, they asked for 29 stars, 29 cents. And was a mother who is living in a shelter with her toddler. And I hit the button. I sent 29 cents. That's what she asked for. But I'm going to be giving her money. Now that I found her on Facebook, I'll be doing that like once a week or something, just sending money. Well, a lot of people send money that will be enough money for her to do something with. Oh, you don't see the star button? I don't know why it's not there. I'm sorry. Have no idea. So Facebook has been making changes and not reliable all the time and stuff like that. So it's fine, Carlos. I know that's in your heart to do that. Thank you. Okay, so let's see. So anyway, our rules and everything are in the description, as well as these are free readings. Matty and I are very adamant that it shouldn't take money to get a good reading. Okay. And that's why we do free readings. If you want to tip us, David, his show's on Tuesday. He loves a good cup of tea, and he lives in Australia. So I always tell people to, $3 will get him a cup of tea, over there. And I think Maddie's coming in now. I see him. Hello.
Hi.
You're looking mysterious and beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Boom. And then why is this all changed? Hold on.
And I'm super tall tonight. I'm on 3 pillows. Well,
hi, Debbie.
hi.
How are you?
Well, I told everybody I'm going to do fortune cards and wisdom messages and goddess love messages tonight, because I can't really lift this hand anymore and I can't type with it. So I have no pain unless I try to lift it that high. That's why I try to get on pillows. I thought maybe I could do the tarot, but I'm going to skip it until the next one. And I'm going to do, I'm going to do fortunes for everybody, a wisdom message from angels and ancestors, and a goddess love message.
Okay.
So I thought that would be fun to do, and easy on my, I don't have to lift my hand up. So.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear about your hand.
Yeah, that's my shoulder injury from a couple days ago.
Okay, wait, hold on.
Michelle, redo it, and no initials and no names, you guys. Go ahead and put person of interest, love interest, relative, ex, something like that, or just the person I'm thinking of, and we can grab from that energy. I love that. When we know that there's no limitations on doing readings, that means we can do this long distance. And every day, I just did a reading with someone in Ghana. So we can go and reach out. There's just as far as we need to catch that energy. But we don't want to put anybody's proper name in, Michelle, or their initials. We don't want, we're not outing anybody for anything. So just kind of put something else there and repost. And if we don't get to you, repost, throughout the show.
Yes. And, Debbie said it best. But let me see. It is Wisdom Wednesday, isn't it?
It is. That's what I'm doing angels and ancestors. So cute, so beautiful.
Wisdom.
Angels and ancestors. I
Okay.
should show what I'm using. Angels and ancestors and the goddess love. You know, I love this deck. I absolutely love this deck. However, it is half the cards that it should be, really, honestly. But
What do you mean?
they only give you a little fair amount. I mean, just this. They give you this much versus
Oh,
that.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That always disappoints me when I get a deck and it's like
Yes.
43 cards, 46 cards. I'm like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
Why
We
only
are
40
ours
something?
are 78, but it's really beautiful. I really like it. I wish they'd have like a part 2 and
Right.
then the Madam and Dora's fortune cards. Okay.
Okay.
So I got out oh, you'll love this. I got out a box to use and I opened it up and like it had a big book. I don't know where I put it, but I only had 3 cards in it. And I was like, huh, I never use them. Where are they? Where'd they go? But do you like I gotta show my hair because I can't reach my head. And so I had to put my head down towards the floor to
Oh,
try to put a
sweet.
scrunchie in.
Oh,
Oh,
Debbie.
it was funny. It was funny.
I love
Okay.
it. You know, get it. You gotta get it how you can, right? Right. I'm so done. That's so funny.
Yeah. So what are you using tonight?
I have the Archangel Tarot, Power Tarot, and I don't know what else I'm going to be using. Whatever I'm called to in the moment. We'll see.
Okay. I talked to them about yes, no questions. So, you guys, again, if you just came in, yes, no questions you can ask. Just say I have yes, no, and put the question in. Please share the show. Oh my goodness, we have to get 3 times the people in here so that we can be
Yes,
here
you guys,
for
please,
an hour.
please share the show. Please like the video, like the show, like the broadcast. Please encourage others to come in to get a reading. And please also, what am I trying to say? Oh, also subscribe if you haven't already.
Yep.
Subscribe to our YouTube,
Our
our
channels and Facebook.
individual channels. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm at Matty Tarot. Debbie is at Psychic Fixes. That's youtube.com/at Matty Tarot, youtube.com/at Psychic Fixes, or Facebook at Psychic Fixes.
Hi, Perry. We got the little prayers and heart and prayers.
All right, I'm gonna choose somebody. Have you already picked someone, Debbie, or not yet?
I think I'm going to do Perry because I just saw. I just looked up and I saw it randomly. And now what I've done, you guys, is I went and I talked to my guides and angels and everybody else that I work with. And I told them how I was going to do this since it's different today and that they needed to make sure that it resonates or it's a message or something for the person that I select. So,
Oh,
I'm going to just mute for a second and use my right hand and connect to Perry. And I'll be right back.
okay. I'm excited to see how this goes with the new methods you're trying. Sounds fun. Okay, in the meantime, I'm going to pull cards for somebody. I like to keep it a secret who I picked, though, so you'll find out after Debbie is done with her reading. But it is Wisdom Wednesday, you guys. We are connecting with the wisdom of the angels or our higher selves or our guardians, whatever you'd like to call them. Higher power, spirits, elders, ancestors, many different names for pretty much what I view to be the same thing.
Okay, let me bring Perry up. There we go. Greetings. Hi, Perry. Okay, so when we're looking at the fortune teller cards, the siren comes up And so we have a little bit of cautionary thing. You guys all know about sirens. When I wrote one of my books, I made them good ones. Maribel Milton and the Button Fairies. I did one on mermaids and sirens. And I made her nice, but usually that's temptation, isn't it? So it does say a temptation may lead you astray. So here you get a little cautionary card there that to be careful, temptation may lead you astray. Now I'm going to go to the wisdom, the angels and the ancestors, which you guys, this is a beautiful deck. There's plenty of cards. It's really, really neat. And I did select for you the oracle card of wait for important information. If you're expecting something to come, there is a wait for it, but we're going to put a positive spin on this one. Okay, so good information comes. I get that there may be a little bit of a wait for it, though. All right, now the goddess love, which I really love, wish there were more cards. I selected sanctuary. So this is connect to your inner strength. So we have something coming up that says just stay strong. And we have it in all the tarot cards, the strength card. So stay strong. We have some important information eventually coming. And also be careful if you're tempted by something, talk to your spirit guides and say, give me the red flag. I mean, like literally, give me the red flag. And so you'll know, I'm not going to do that. I'm letting that go. I know this isn't for my greater good. So that's what I have for you, Perry. There we go. Charms.
That was
Charms.
lovely, Debbie. Yeah.
I love the charms.
Yes. Okay. We love a good charm. Okay. Ooh. All right. So I chose Michelle Krantz. Michelle Krantz. Where is it? Here we go. Michelle Krantz says, can I please get a romantic love reading? I felt the person I was interested in was deceitful toward me. Thank you. Well, we're going to find out. I think you already know, though. What's really important right now overall is you making a decision, regardless of the circumstance. You have to, Michelle, you have to you cannot, okay, hold on. How do I say this? You cannot be the person that stands by and waits and stand and just kind of, doesn't take action in order to better yourself, in order to take care of yourself, in order to do the right thing for you, while all this stuff just happens, right? And I'm not saying a bunch of stuff is happening. I'm not saying this person's doing all these things, right? I'm not saying that. They could be, they could not be. But what I am saying is that you cannot just be a passenger in your life journey. You have to be the driver. You know what I mean? So if you just go, when they say go with the flow, what that means is go where the energy, go with the path. Have you ever heard the saying, the path of least resistance? If something if you're trying to take a puzzle piece and another puzzle piece and they're just not fitting together ever, it just doesn't, they don't fit together. You know what I mean? So stop. It's not going to fit together. So essentially what I'm saying is a lot of times we think we're just going with the flow, and what we're actually doing is we're being passive. We're not speaking up. We're not communicating our needs, and we're just kind of going along with it, but that's a great way to get, to flow right into a wall, a brick wall, or into a rock, and get really hurt. Now, because you're not that's not going with the flow. That's very different than what that actually means. So it being a passenger and kind of just letting everybody whip you around any which way, because they're definitely asserting their needs, and you're not communicating yours in a way that is effective, or in a way that you stand on them. But yeah, that's a great way to get hurt. So there is a very, very heavy energy of a need to make a decision. You need to be clear. No, like just very clear. Not rude. Not when people say, "Oh, I'm just blunt," and people just don't like it because I'm blunt. Well, that's not always the case. Sometimes there is a way to be clear, concise, forthcoming, without being rude, and without being a total a-hole. There's such a thing as tact. You can communicate something that is uncomfortable and unpleasant without being a complete ass about it. So be clear, be tactful, but speak your mind, speak your truth. And then take action. That's so important. Then take action. You have to be that person that you can't just say something. You have to then do as well, right? There's a need for something to be detoxed. I would say, based on what I'm getting here, that this person was being deceitful. I don't know in which way, but they were. But there's sudden and immediate results when you do this, because I feel like this person plays a game, whether they're conscious of it or not. Most people are not conscious of the games they're playing, because think of it this way. Look at it from a behavioral perspective. Everybody is just going about trying to get their needs met. Day to day, we have a need, right? So we learn ways through our experiences, through our growth, in ways to get those needs met. And most of the time, it's more so that somebody just learned that a certain behavior or a certain way of communicating gets them the thing they want, and they never learned another way. And maybe they've never really had an experience where they fully got to understand the impact, especially if it's a negative impact, that has on other people. And granted, there are people that do get to figure that, because, well, human behavior is they don't want to see it. So, maybe there's 1, 2 people, 3 people that are saying like something to them, but they want to be arrogant about it. They want to say, no, what are you talking? You're crazy, or you're being dramatic. They truly could believe this for a while, but when you start to, if you start to hear something over and over again, have you ever had somebody say something to you and you go, ooh, you're not the first person that said that? Like, a humble person would take that information and use it and introspect and try to grow and learn from it. This person, I don't believe, is that. So what I'm saying is, I don't think this person's totally malicious, but I do think they have an idea of the games they play. They're not completely, they give little weight to the impact it has on other people. They do truly remain in this ignorance and arrogance of thinking people are just dramatic, or whatever. So you don't want to deal with somebody like that anyway. It's really a waste of time. There's a new emotional situation coming for you, and messages regarding some sort of like social invitation, maybe a party, or maybe it has to do with, I'm getting more New Year's instead of Christmas, but obviously around that time that's coming up, but there's a great intuitive insight that comes at this time. Your decision needs to be made this month, though. You can't sit on it. You have to release yourself from that which holds you back. And there again, a need to detox. This is coming out twice very heavily. There's unnecessary worry on your end because of a lack of self-confidence, not because this person is so important. It's not because they're so important. It's because you feel you're getting something out of this that you should not be. How do I say this? I mean this in the most genuine, nice way possible, but you should not be relying on other people to get this thing. This is something that's innate in you. You need to recognize that. So you need to recognize the validation you're getting from this person, little as it may be, is something innate within you that you have not yet recognized. And when you go about getting it in the methods that you are, it only is going to hurt you, and it's only going to reaffirm your already low view of self. And that will be amplified. So it's very, very detrimental to you. You should move away from it. I'm going to get into the charms, but I want to pull some energy cards. Look at this. Pain, immediately, pain. You see that? Hold on. Pain. This is a very painful situation. You got to cut it off. You got to cut it off. You could do so much better. Like, I genuinely mean that. I'm not, like, there's sometimes where we, like, tell people, like, oh, yeah, you don't deserve that, because they don't deserve that. But maybe you don't say things like, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is that I'm genuinely saying you could do so much better. Why are you putting up with this? Why are you putting up with that? You should walk away. And if you've been thinking about it, that's your intuition talking. Look at that. Death came out. That's a transformation. That's a transformation. That's a rebirth. That's a regenerate. I'm sorry. You get what I'm saying? A regenerative type energy. Renewed. Look at that. Oh my gosh. There it is. 3 parts, folks. The pain. You need to transform. And once you go through this transformative process, there it is. Happiness. Gosh, I'm trying to get it to show. There, happiness. So you're in the decision is the turning point. Your decision to choose you. How many times have you chose other people? In spite, I'm sorry, not in spite, but and put your needs aside. And you chose someone else and put everything that you needed aside. How many times has that almost literally felt like it destroyed you? Don't do that again. This person's definitely not worth it. The charms here are very telling. There's, first of all, the white rabbit. White rabbit is, a native person told me this one time, and I don't know if it's even true, but white rabbit is a little trick around the fire. When the smoke is blowing on you, you go white rabbit, and it redirects the smoke away from you, right? And it's always fun when I'm sitting around a fire and the smoke's blowing on me, and I say white rabbit, and it works. It doesn't work every single time, but it's always fun when it does work, because then you tell people, you're like, yeah, it's a native trick. And then they're just like, oh, it's so funny. But anyway, what I'm getting here with white rabbit is the smoke and mirrors. The smoke and mirrors have you blinded. You need to understand that you have you need to listen to your heart. You need to listen to your heart, because your heart doesn't want you to hurt. Your mind has tricked you, thinking you're thinking too much. Therefore, you're like, I think, and you're telling yourself you love this person, you want to stay, you want to do this, but that's your mind. You need to silence your mind. What does your heart feel? Your heart feels hurt. You're hurt. Your heart, your mind is tricking you to stay. You need to find a new sense. Tinkerbell right here. Find that childlike This goes along with the feather, lightheartedness. You need to find this childlike innocence again, and not look at the world and new opportunities in such a jaded way. Because people like this don't exist across the board. There are good people out there that you can trust that will cater to you and take care of you and care about you very much. They exist. But you need to move away from the energy that does not serve you. So the bike is, travel and movement. This ultimately, this like heart in this infinity, it looks like a good thing, right? But that's my charm for twin flame energy. And I don't think this is your twin flame, but what I'm getting here is that oftentimes people call very toxic relationships their twin flame because they actually have an inability to let go and are extremely codependent and have to work through some of that. So it's a toxic relationship and they're like hell-bent set on, oh, it's my twin flame, and I'm sorry, but love should not be an emotional roller coaster that leaves you feeling depleted where you're chasing after somebody. That's not love, and it never will be, ever. Okay, so I hope you got something out of this. That's all I have for you this evening.
Wow, that was great. All right, Ning. So you asked for a general reading, then I saw that, and I already took cards, and then you asked for a love reading, and then you have another post for a person. So you're getting the general reading right now because I'm doing oracle cards tonight. This is what I get for you, Ning. I get the gate. Let me say the gate. And then I get time is of the essence. You need to make sure that what you're doing right now is to let your guard down. Be open to what is coming in and what you want, and do it now. Don't wait. Okay, so there's your message there. When I go over to the wisdom of the angels and the ancestors, I get Sky Father. Again, a beautiful picture there with the eagle. And it says, trust in the unknown. So you may not know what's coming, but you have to be okay with this. And you should be manifesting whatever you want to become a reality in your life. But trust in what's going to happen, because if you're working with your guides and your angels and the other side, whatever's coming in is what you should be experiencing or what you've been asking for. So ask for what you want. I know that you're talking about love in these other posts. Go ahead and manifest for that love to come in, but we have to be okay with not knowing what's coming in. We need to trust what we're doing in our life and how we're manifesting and the spiritual part of our existence. We have to go, okay, I'm learning lessons. I'm drawing somebody in. I'm asking for love. I am manifesting that in. So trust in what you don't know yet, that you are doing the right things, taking the right steps on the right path. And so the last one, first thing I saw on this card, I go, oh, love. Love is on that card. And I love this. This is a beautiful card. Let's see if I can get that in. So when I get this card of radiance, it is about you. And this is one thing that I think sometimes, and as a woman, sometimes we are going guy, love, or girl, whatever we want. We are so focused on that when we really have to rejoice in ourselves, love ourselves, experience love in many different ways, and just rejoice in life. And this is what this card even says, make love on it. Rejoice and celebrate. Celebrate yourself, okay? And don't chase too much in getting what you want. Manifesting should be easy. And I find in my life, I just put it out there to the universe and it comes in. And that is how I got, people to come in my life. I got a husband by just putting out exactly what I want in 14 days, walked into my life. But let's take that time to rejoice in ourselves, to have fun, to celebrate our life, and have some trust that what you've asked for is going to be coming in. And that's what I have for you.
That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you. So I'll be looking at requests and seeing if anybody wants a general and I can, or an oracle, just let me know.
Mary Ann Ryan. Is my lease being renewed? I really like this apartment. For front to back is yes. Side to side is no. Wait until I say. It'll start doing like a little wobble when I'm connected. Okay, yeah. Okay. Is Mary Ann Ryan's lease going to be renewed? It's a yes. That's the answer I got the first time too. So yeah, it looks like it will be. I mean, I think that's up to you, right? But it looks like that's the decision you're going to end up landing on. See, now it's really heavily going back and forth. Yes. Saying definitely. So that's good. Yes. Are there any other yes, no's in here? Let me see.
Sylvie.
Where?
Let me bring it up.
Sylvie Bennett. Should I take the job offer? Let's see. Okay. Should Sylvie Bennett take the job offer? Should Sylvie Bennett take the job offer? Should Sylvie Bennett take the job offer? Yes. Yes. It was really hesitant at first. But yes. I think that hesitance is just the energy of you being, I would say, the exact, yeah, probably your hesitance, or your, how do you say, just the unknown factors that give you a little bit of, leave you with some questions or a little bit of concerns. But it does look like yes, and it does look like it stables out for you, so that's good. But I just love this pendulum. I think what was it? It's answered so many things that it just blows my mind actually. But the most recent one that was really cool was my friend called me. It was like I don't even know, it was like midnight or later, but my friend called me. We haven't talked in a while, but she was like, Matty, I just need you to know. I just need you to answer a question for me. And I was like, okay. And she goes, should I stay or should I go? And that's all she said, right? And I was just like, so I just went and grabbed my pendulum and I was like, it's saying to go. It's saying to leave, to go. And she's like, okay, thank you. And she's like, and nothing's gonna happen. And I did it again, and it said, I was like, it says you'll be fine. It says no, nothing will happen. And then she messages me like a few days later, or a week later, and she's like, thank you so much for your guidance. What was happening was she had gotten a new apartment, and she wanted to leave her current one, but she wasn't going to give a 30-day notice because it was such a quick thing, and she had already paid, and she was like worried that they were gonna try and come after her and say like, oh, you have to give us a 30-day notice, and therefore you owe us another month of rent now, and blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And she's like, I'm just gonna kind of like, I'm not gonna like pass up this opportunity, and I've already paid my rent this month. So her question was, should she stay or should she go, and is anything going to happen like legally to her if she just leaves? And it advised her to leave and nothing would happen, and it turns out that's exactly what happened. So I thought that was really cool. She was like, oh gosh. But
That's neat.
she didn't even tell me what it was about until afterwards, so that was really cool.
That's neat. Good advice. Billy, I'm going to do Billy. So, Billy, interesting. So when I do the fortune card, I do get the shield. So just as we think a shield protects us, this is the card that says you're safe from harm. So no matter what, the other side is saying you're safe. Okay. And interesting, they're saying, when I look at the angels and ancestors, they're saying to take care of your needs. Okay, make sure you're taking care of you, mentally, physically, everything. Take care of what Billy needs. That has to kind of come to the front right now. Okay, so take care of your needs. And the last one is the compassion card, as a reminder that you really truly have people in your life that love you unconditionally. No strings attached. They love you so much. So keep that in mind. When I get this card, it really seems like maybe you feel disconnected from that. So make sure that you really realize that there's people in your life that love you no matter what. And make sure that you're taking care of yourself. All right. This is a beautiful card of the wolf. And it's the card that just says winter, but it says take care of your needs. Take care of your needs. Okay, Billy, remember that. And that's what I have for you with the oracle cards tonight.
I love it. That was lovely, Debbie.
Thank you.
Okay, let's see. Right,
Michelle says you have some good feedback. So that's nice.
Who said that?
Michelle, the spot on and very helpful. And I saw earlier Perry said spot on also for my reading. So we're rocking it tonight.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. Okay, so I truly do appreciate that. Thank you. James, I'm just going to give you a general reading, and based on this, it says, "Hey all, I missed you the other day. Can you please pick up on my energy?" Yes. So let's see. What do your angels want to tell you, James? Let's see. Okay. Just a couple more. Hold on one second. Okay. Well, I'm going to say this. There's a call to action that is something you're going to need a lot of courage for, but it's time to take action. You have a great passion for something, and you instinctively know what to do. You don't really need guidance on this, really, but there's a lot of emotion attached to it, as with any passion, right? But there's an opportunity here to improve your circumstances, your plans, your goal, whatever it pertains to. But you need to listen to your intuition. So what's happening right now is you have your intuition come through. It says it guides you in some way, or it gives you, like a nudge, and then you come in and doubt it and turn it off. And so what's happening is the fear's coming in and pushing that away. But when really your intuition tried to nudge you in a direction, it continues to come through, though. So this is how you're like, oh, I'm fixating on this, right? Or, well, the mind tends to fixate on what the heart wants to heal, right? And it starts to twist and really, really mangle it in a way that it's almost unrecognizable, and we start to, if we sit there and kind of play with it in our mind for too long, right? So, and essentially what I'm saying is there's a challenge here for you. It's one that you do have what it takes to succeed. You have to face the fear, though. There's some sort of there's something you're not seeing clearly, and this is due to, I need to pull out another card. Hold on. There's a veil, and it's your intuition. The intuitive guidance you're receiving is trying to lift this veil. Maybe it's something you just don't want to believe, but it's like essential for you to see the truth. Let's see. We've got Capricorn and Sagittarius. Interesting, because that's the season it is right now. So Sagittarius, and it's going to be going into Capricorn season. Where's the book? So let's see what these mean. These cards mean Sagittarius says, I am answering the call to explore. Sagittarius can be found exploring the city. They blah blah blah. Wait, none of that matters. This is the part that matters. Sagittarius is a call to get out there. Their natural curiosity is reaching out to you, urging you to take a leap and chase after the thrills of life. Now it's time to be spontaneous and let nothing stand in the way. You're brilliant and can figure anything out. Your energy is limitless, and you just have to embrace the path of your most aligned, highest self. High Priestess. I was going to say, your higher self is calling to you. I always save what's on the bottom of the deck last, so I hadn't said it yet, but it's interesting that this came out, because I was going to say your higher self is calling to you and trying to give you a message, and I kind of mentioned you keep nudging it away. So Sagittarius is all about welcoming the unfamiliar and being open to new ways of living. Be open to seeing and feeling everything in life with a renewed perspective. So the veil, again, needs to be lifted. And what better way to do this than, have you ever heard, like, the best way to learn a language is to submerge yourself in that culture? So like if you go to a country where they don't speak English, you just, or whatever. You said you're in the UK. I saw another comment. So you speak English. But if you go to a country where they don't, you, just by being there and interacting in that environment, are going to learn that language, pick up on that language pretty quickly, right? So submersing yourself into you know, the unknown into the very thing that you, I call it lean into the discomfort. So that you got to lean into the discomfort a bit, and ease into it, and you'll get the hang of it. Now, the Capricorn card says boundaries are healthy, right? So as you're easing into it, you need to set boundaries in order to protect yourself. Establishing boundaries can be difficult, especially if you aren't quite sure where you need them. Capricorn is here to assure you that everyone needs boundaries of sorts. Creating a balance between work, your social life, and being able to decompress after a long day is a recipe for success. It's okay to be ambitious as long as you remember to stay in your integrity and not stretch beyond what is good for you. I say this, you can do anything, you just can't do everything. You can do anything you put your mind to, but you are just a person with 2 hands and 2 feet, and you have limited energy in a day or whatever, however long. So you can do anything you want, and you know, don't ever let anything stop you, but you can't do everything because you're only human, right? So I hope you got something out of this message. That's all I have for you this evening.
That was wonderful. Let's see. Amanda. You put angel. Okay. I have some interesting cards for you, by the way.
Oh, I would like to just say, hi, Amanda. That's my friend. Angel.
Anyway,
she also said, oh, wait. No, never mind. I just see she said angel.
yeah.
Oh, wait. I can't see the symbol she's sending. Can you?
It is, well, a smiley thing in a heart.
I can't see them. Anyway.
Angel. Amanda, let me tell you what I do have for you. When I'm looking at your fortune cards, I get the Green Man, which was one of the, since I'm Wiccan, I love nature and plants. And it says the forces of nature favor you. So let me show you the Green Man. So we're talking about plants and nature and things like that. And the first card that I got for you, Winds of Change. Your surroundings will undergo transformation. So notice that we're talking about plants and all of that. If you have plants or you do rituals or you do anything like that, this is the card of saying that there's going to be a change, a really good positive change for you. So plants favor you right now, and a transition of your surroundings. So this can be bringing in some plants, or a message to make sure that you bring that energy in of the plants and nature in. The next card that you have, which is the angels and ancestors, is the drum card. So when we get the drum card, it is about dreams and journeying. So this says this would be good for you to, if you want to drum, you can drum. But this means just to go in and journey, to go ask for, and of course, this is kind of a Native American deck. Go ask to go on a journey. I've done this where I sponsored a program where we had Native Americans there, and we sat, and in meditation, we saw our totem animal, our spirit animal, and then we saw a journey of where we went as that animal and what we did. So maybe do something special like that, and journey, dream, or ask for it to come in your dreams, or just sit down, meditate, little incense, something like that, and ask for your spirit animal to come in, and then for the journey that you can go on in, and you will go on that in your mind. You learn so much about yourself, especially when you see the spirit animal and you go, oh, I always knew I was an eagle, or whatever it was. So they're saying to do that, but they're asking you to dive deep. So we have self-discovery here in these wonderful cards that I love. Self-discovery, it's time. It's time to keep going in and diving deep into who you are spiritually, who you are as a person. What layers do you have? Add some more new ones, find out some new stuff. So, self discovery, time to go do that. Part of that, remember, let's go back to this journey that we go on. You may discover some new things about yourself, about past lives, or who you are in journeying. So that's what I have for you. I love that. I want to go do that now. And it, it was guided because we had people there guiding us, and it was so neat because they drummed before the journey, and then they asked us to rest your mind and see what animal comes in. What's the first animal that comes in? And funny, everybody had kind of different ones, but there were several that said eagles. And so you find out a little bit about your strengths, a little bit about what your purpose is. So, Amanda, that's what I have for you. Go and find yourself a little bit more of your layers of who you are. Bring some plants around you, okay?
I want to hear all the cards, just simply their name. So what were all the cards?
Oh, okay. Let me flip them over. It was Winds of Change, which has the green man on it. Okay, you can see him there. Winds of Change and the green man. So we are favored by nature, and there'll be a transformation around the surroundings. Okay, and that was the first deck. The next one was Drum, Dreams and Journeying. Okay. And then the next one was from the Goddess Love deck, Self-Discovery. Dive deep into who you are and find out some new things. Okay.
I'm getting just like an overall message of like a transition, change of obviously like a change in environment, and then following the beat of your own drum type
There
thing.
you go.
That's
But remember the plants, and
have you
bringing
seen
in
the movie
plant
Men?
energy. What?
Have you seen the movie Men?
No, I haven't.
Okay, very disturbing movie, very terrifying. Well, I wouldn't say it's terrifying, but it's very disturbing movie. That green man is part of the symbolism of that movie, and it's just really very freaky. Actually, it's like Anyway, so when you showed the green man, I was like, ooh.
No.
But it's not a bad thing.
No, it's not.
But in that movie, they like the take on it is pretty creepy. But yeah.
And one of the things I love to do, everybody knows, I love to go to thrift stores, and I always find something that I need in my work. And I was there, and honest to goodness, I go, here was the green man, and I was like, are you kidding me? But he was a color. I was like, I don't like the color. So I spray painted him and I put him in my tree as the guardian. He's the guardian. And so brought him into Wiccans will do a little area, and then you can invite things in. I did not invite fairies in and like gnomes, the elementos. I go, no, I just can't. I don't want to get bits. People tell me stories, and I haven't really looked into them. So it's, the other types of great energy of bringing in of the certain plants that you're bringing in. But I had him, and it was just one of those things. I find things all the time. Well, I go in and I manifest before I go in to the thrift store to ask to find those things. And I'll find the most incredible things. And this one lady goes, where did you find this thing? And I go, I know. You didn't know you were selling it, but it's on the shelf and it's $5, So yeah. So anyway, it's incredible. But for
so
Amanda, I have to connect the plants to the surroundings. So that's what I have.
I pulled 2 cards for you, Amanda. I said, or you got the 6 of Ariel. It says 6 of air. Oh, can you see it? This damn light. Oh, there we go. Six of your kind of barely. Anyway, you get it. It says material needs are going to get filled in magical and unexpected ways. There are acts of kindness around you. Giving or receiving with a grateful heart is very important. Giving and receiving with a grateful heart is very important. And your material needs will get fulfilled in magical and unexpected ways.
Oh, I love that.
And then
I love
a
that.
leap of faith is important for you as well. Believe in yourself, listen to your heart, do what gives you joy. Interesting that your dog's name is Joy.
Isn't that neat? That's neat. Well, you guys, we are
Oh my
at
gosh,
the end
wait,
of
I
our
just noticed too,
hour.
the Taurus card came out as well. That's crazy. And the card. Amanda, if you're
What?
still here, I'm just flabbergasted right now. Not only did Joy come out, which is just funny, but the card at the bottom of my deck right here is Taurus, and then right beneath it, mushrooms. Crazy. She was just talking about these like mushroom chocolates. That's why I say that.
Oh, wow.
She was just talking about them, and I was
I
just
love
like,
that.
yeah, it was very
Yeah,
interesting.
don't you
Anyway,
find that all the time is that you'll be saying something out and then there'll be, something going on and you go, yeah,
yeah,
validation.
yeah.
Yes. When I get
Synchronicities,
that,
affirm, affirmation.
yeah, what I always do is I say thank you because it's communication with the other side.
Right,
Thank
exactly.
you. Thank you for reminding me you're here and you're giving me the information. So good. Yeah,
Definitely.
Amanda goes, I'm here.
Yeah, no, you'd really hear. Material, follow the beat of your own drum. Nature, material needs getting fulfilled in magical ways. Giving and receiving with a grateful heart. Believing in yourself. Listening to your heart. Doing what gives you joy.
Oh, that's
And
great.
yeah, anyway. Thank
Okay.
you guys so much for joining us this evening. We really appreciate your support, your continued support. And we're here every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, unless it's a holiday. If we didn't get to you this show, we'll get to you next one. Just let us know in the chat that you were here and you didn't get a reading, but we try to always get to those. Okay, but is there anything you'd like to say, Debbie?
Well, thanks for coming, and everything that he just said is right on. If you, these are all free readings. Like I said before, we are very staunch in that it doesn't take a lot of money to get, reading, and here it's free. But if you'd like to tip, there's live links in our description and also scrolling down there. And please come back Friday. Sometimes we can't make it on because life happens, but we plan on being here Friday, 6:30 p.m. Pacific. So please come and see us and tell others. Okay.
Yes, yes, yes. All right. Well, I hope you have a lovely evening, a safe evening, and we'll see you Friday.
Right.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye, everybody. Bye bye.